Hi, it's Dr. Rowe on the go here. It's 11:45 at night in Singapore. I've just had a long day. Last night I went to bed at 3 a.m. and I was up this morning at about 6:30 a.m., 6:15 a.m. Because we had a big day ahead of us. We had a stage event today where I was speaking in front of approximately 3,000, 2,500 to 3,000 people. And having done a long day now, I'm in the gym, as you can probably see. And I've just done about a half an hour workout. And the reason I'm doing this short video for you is because a lot of times people ask me questions about speaking, for example. How do you master the skill of speaking? How do you become the top of your profession when it comes to whatever you're doing? But in the case of a lot of the things that I do is speaking in front of different audiences. And the question that comes to me is, did it come easily to you? Did you have to practice? Did you get any training to do it? And one of the things I'll say to you is, I'm over here, we've just been to Kuala Lumpur, and I believe that excellence comes from doing the extra things that people are not prepared to do. It's putting the extra hours in when other people are going to bed and they want to just rest up and maybe chill out, and hopefully they'll do an okay job. We had a great event in Kuala Lumpur, but there were things I did when I was on the stage that I realized I could improve on. We took the time to watch some of the other speakers, and we're talking about some of the best speakers in the world here. I sat down, I have my good friend Matthew Snedden. He was doing a 15-minute slot in a 90-minute slot that I was doing. And in fact, just yesterday, we must have spent 3 or 4 or 5 hours spending time going through his 15-minute slot, going through the dynamics of how to grab the audience quickly. He's a great speaker, but he himself wanted to improve to another level as well. I stayed up till 3 in the morning, going back over my slides, taking stuff out, thinking about my audience, the dynamics and the background to the audience that we're dealing with. We're in a different country here. So when you see a great speaker on the stage and it seems to flow for them seamlessly, or a great entrepreneur or a great singer, or whoever that person is, when you see them and they're in their flow, remember that it takes discipline. And that discipline is not necessarily mastering the skill of your voice or the way you project yourself as a speaker, or even necessarily the way you stand. It's the whole package. It's how you enter the stage. It's how you grasp your audience quickly. It's how you gauge the energy of that audience, or in this case, the culture of that audience, and know from their response whether what you're saying is the right thing or whether you need to change it quickly. It's keeping an eye on your time. It's knowing what your message is, what the impact of your message is, and what your end result is as well. So if you're watching this now, and one of the things you want to do is develop skills as a professional speaker or in sales, or you're going to be presenting your business or your opportunities to other people, for every hour that you actually present, you may well be spending anything from 4 to 8 hours of preparation just to get that hour refined. And once you've done the presentation once, you're going to spend many other hours refining it. Sometimes, like for example, last night, how I closed my presentation, that was the last 3 or 4 hours of my preparation. And that's maybe 8 to 12 minutes of my presentation. That's how much development, practice, refinement, tweaking, I believe, it needs to go in if you want to create excellence in the art of speaking. And I applaud Matthew because he did a great job on the stage today, and that was a result of hard work and discipline. And the other thing is that when you've been working hard out there, when you've been working hard and you come back at the end of a day, remember your body is carrying toxins. Your body is carrying the tension of the day. And as much as you might be tired, do something that the average person wouldn't do. I chose tonight to come down to the gym. I didn't do a lot of time. I did half an hour. I was on this bench just here, basically working out. But what it allowed me to do was release some of the toxins, the stress of the day, the pressure of being in front of a large audience, answering lots of questions. And I focused back on me. I focused on just working out one part of my body. My arm's actually shaking as I'm recording this now. But it gave me a chance to give myself a chance to top up. For you, it might be meditating. And in fact, I could have done some yoga in my room. Or it could have been in the pool behind me here, going for a swim. Maybe a cleansing juice. Give yourself time at the end of a day when you've especially been working hard and doing things for other people to top up and look after yourself. And if you do that, you're going to develop an amazing ability to create momentum in every area of your life, because you'll attract amazing things into yourself as well. So excellence comes not just from a gift, but it comes from great work, hard work, discipline, and being humble enough to take guidance. Even today, I spoke to a gentleman that's been in the industry since about the late 80s, early 80s, mid 80s, that type of period, as a speaker, as an event organizer. And we sat down, he talked about my presentation, gave me a couple of great tips. And I said, you know, that's fantastic. I'm really glad I took that from you because I can use that when I move forward into my future presentations. Be humble, always be prepared to learn, put the work in when others aren't prepared to do it, and you will become the most amazing person at whatever it is you choose to do. It's Dr. Rowe on the Go, signing out from Singapore.